Hello students, I am Dr. Ganesh Patil from KTGM College Nasik. Today we are going to learn chapter number 1, Interest and Term. In this topic we learn compound interest. Let us start. Let us recall first. Last few lecture we have to see simple interest. It is the interest on principal amount for the entire period. Simple interest, that is I is equal to PRN divided by 100, where P is equal to principal, R is equal to rate of interest in percentage per annum, and N is equal to terms in year. And the corresponding amount is given by A is equal to P plus I. That is A is equal to P in bracket PRN divided by 100, and therefore A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus RN divided by 100. Compound interest. When interest is added to the principal at the end of each period or term, and the amount so obtained is taken as a principal for the next period or term, then interest on that amount is called as compound interest. I repeat this sentence again. When interest is added to the principal at the end of each period and the amount so obtained is taken as the principal for the next period, then interest on amount is called compound interest. For example, suppose Anga start business by taking a loan of rupees 1 lakh from bank at 16% per annum. Bank charge interest half yearly. This is a simple problem. Last lecture we have to see simple interest, and in this simple interest same as it is, but in this problem bank charge interest half yearly. Same problem we have to solve in simple interest, and the answer is, we have to use formula PRN divided by 100, and the answer is 1 lakh into 16% into 1 divided by 100, and the answer is 8,000 plus 8,000 is equal to 16,000. And we have to calculate half yearly. 8,000 plus 8,000, 8,000 for half year and 8,000 for half year. Then we have to use compound interest. Then let us find how much Anga has to pay towards interest at the end of the year. First, interest on rupees 1 lakh for half year of the year is equal to 8,000. We have to calculate simple PRN divided by 100, 1 lakh into 16%, but we have to calculate half yearly, so 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8%, and number of term 1. Half year is 1 term, so the interest is 8,000, but principal for second half 1 lakh plus interest is equal to 1 lakh 8,000. When interest is added to the principal at the end of each term, interest 8,000 is added in principal. Interest 8,000 is added in principal. This is become the principal value of next half. So interest on 1 lakh 8,000 for second half. Amount of first half become principal of second half. Amount of first half is 1 lakh 8,000. become principal of second half, and then we have to calculate again for the second half. 1,08,000 principal value, second half rate of interest is 8%. So 1,08,000 into 8 into second term is 1 divided by 100. Then the calculation of the interest is 8,640. So total interest that Anaga has to pay 8,000 for 8,000 for first half and another 8,640 for second half is equal to 16,640. This is the compound interest. This is compound interest, and simple interest is for first half 8,000, second half 8,000, and is 16,000. So difference between compound interest and simple interest is 16,640 minus 16,000 is 640. So this concept is known as compound interest. Formula for compound interest. In this case, for first term, A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100. The formula of simple interest used for first term. For second term, amount A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to second. We have to calculate for second term. So we have amount A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to second. In general, for nth term, we don't know what about the term. So we calculate for n term is equal to A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to n. This formula is amount for compound interest. We also see the formula in simple interest. A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R into n divided by 100 for simple interest. And in compound interest, the formula becomes P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to n. So this is the difference between the formula of compound interest and simple interest. In simple interest, R into n, and in compound interest, R divided by 100 raised to n. So the compound interest is given by compound interest is equal to A minus P. Amount minus principal is known as compound interest. So we put the formula of A in this equation. So we get P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to n minus P. So we get the formula compound interest is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to n minus 1. Let us see some examples of compound interest. Example number 1. Find the compound interest on rupees 50,000 for 3 years at 8% per annum. This is simple example of compound interest. We have to find compound interest for rupees 50,000 for 3 years and the rate of interest is 8%. The given information is P is equal to 50,000 because we have to find compound interest on rupees 50,000. So P is equal to 50,000, R is equal to 8,000. The rate of interest is 8,000. Number of year 3 years, and we have to find compound interest. We have a formula compound interest is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to n minus P. We put the value in this formula and we get P 50,000 in bracket 1 plus 8 divided by 100 bracket raised to 3 minus 50,000. After solving this, we get solve first bracket 1 plus 8 divided by 100 bracket raised to 3. Solve this bracket. We have cross multiplication. Also, we have solve the use of calculator. 8 divided by 100, 0.08. 1 plus 0.08, we get 1.08 raised to 3. And after solving this, we get 1.08 raised to 3 is equal to 1.08 into 1.08 into 1.08, and we get the answer 1.259712. You have to use a scientific calculator for this equation 1.08 raised to 3. So after solving this, we get 50,000 into 1.259712 minus 50,000. So we get 62,985 minus 50,000, and the answer is 12,985. The compound interest is 12,985. Example number 2. Find out compound interest on rupees 10,000 for 3 years at 6% per annum, compounded half yearly. In last problem, we have to see compounded yearly, and in this problem we have to see that compounded half yearly. In this problem we have to calculate compound interest for 3 years. So n is equal to 3, but calculated compound interest half yearly. So we have to calculate twice in a year. We have to calculate twice in a year. So in a 3 year we have to calculate compound interest 6 times. So 3 years into 2 is equal to 6 term. So we have to calculate compound interest for 6 term. Also, in this example, rate of interest is 6% per annum. Rate of interest 6% per annum, and we have to calculate n for 6 term. So rate of interest also divided by 2. So 3% per term. 3% per term, and P is equal to 10,000. So we have a formula: compound interest is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to n minus P, 10,000 plus 1 plus 3 divided by 100 raised to 6 minus 10,000. After solving this, for cross multiplication, 100 into 1, 100 plus 3 divided by 100, and we have to get 1.03 raised to 6. 1.03 raised to 3. After solving this 1.03 raised to 3, how to calculate this? 1.03 into 1.03 into 1.03 for 6 times. Then we get 10,000 into 1.194052297. We have to use 4 digits, and we have to use all these to show in calculator. So after solving this 10,000 into 1.194052297, we get 11,941 minus the principal value 10,000, and we get compound interest 1,941. The compound interest for half yearly we calculate 1,000, for 3 years 1,941. Okay, in this lecture we see the 2 examples of compound interest. Let us remember, amount of each successive period become the principal of next term. Amount of each successive period become the principal of next term. Thus, interest of each successive term will go on increasing. This is very important. Interest on each successive term will go on increasing. Second, for the first term, both simple interest and compound interest are equal. In general, for nth term, we have to see that in the slide number 4th, and in this case we see that A is equal to P plus 1 plus R divided by 100. In this first term, compound interest and simple interest are same in first term, but for second, third, fourth, the formula become changed. And this formula are A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to N. The compound interest is given by, the formula is of compound interest is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket raised to N minus 1. In general, compound interest is greater than equal to simple interest on the same sum for the same period. Okay friends, if you have any difficulty related to this topic, you can send email on my email address ganeshpatil@kthmcollege.ac.in. Thank you very much.